She designs gowns and sells them and brings the sweaters that she knit to the dress shops. Her clothes are well made in elegance, and she also faces tomorrow with a smile, because she don't have anything to worry about. When she speaks, she sometimes worthwhile to say, and she always says it kindly. Doesn't that sound like Apostle Phillips? She keeps an eye on everyone in the household and keeps them all busy and productive. Her children respect her and they bless her, and her husband joins in with words of praise. Many women have done wonderful things, but Apostle Phyllis, you've outclassed them all. Charm can be misleading and beauty soon fades. A woman to be adored and admired and praised is a woman who lives in the fear of God. Give her everything that she deserves and adore her life with praise. Amen? And I just felt the need to read that second interpretation so that I may give you the nuggets of this message. We understand that Proverbs was written by a man, right? And we understand that the king was writing to his son to give him a description of what it was. Here's how it goes here in Messiah. I need all of Messiah's Apostle Phyllis armor bearers, the young girls. I need them to come up front. That's Imani, Tara. I need, are you the only one that's here? I need Tara and Imani. Okay, good girls. And just line up here side by side. So as you can look and see, these young women, these are her armor bearers, right? I also need Sister Drake, and I need Deaconess Tate to stand on the side of them, on each side. And what we have to understand that in order for us to develop our Proverbs 31 wives, we have to start with the girls first. On this side. Yes, ma'am, right here, Pastor Drake. So it's important for her to teach these 10 things to the girls first. First thing she's doing is she's teaching them how to have faith. That's the first thing that she teaches them, that they should learn how to love Jesus with all of their heart, that he is the foundation of all their good works. The second thing that she will talk to them about is being a faithful bride and loving their husband, and she is the bride of Christ. Third thing that she's going to teach them is how to mother. How she is a loving mother to them is the way that they will be a loving mother to their children.
Amen.
Right?
Amen.
And then the fourth thing that she's going to teach the girls is how to take care of their physical, mental, and spiritual health.
Amen.
She also is in the process of teaching them how to serve. That is the reason why they are her armor bearers.
Amen.
She's teaching them how to serve her as well as others with love and kindness. She's also teaching them how to be good stewards in stewardship. That she is a wise steward of her gifts that God has given her. She's also teaching them how to be a homemaker. She is a good manager of her home, and she understands that homemaking is a ministry.
Amen.
She's also teaching her young armor bearers on how to value the time, that they may spend their time and use it good, productive, and effective. And last but not least, she is teaching them the beauty. That she is creative in embracing the beauty and the goodness. She dresses appropriately and creates a lovely and warm environment in her home and church. Amen?
Amen.
And so the reason why I brought up Deaconess Tate and Pastor Sharon Drake is because Deaconess Tate is who the armor bearers report to at 9 o'clock on Sunday morning. And Deaconess Tate is an extension of Apostle Phyllis.
Amen.
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 Because what you don't realize, what you import and give to Tierra, Tierra shares those conversations, and you are very important to her, Deaconess Tate. But in order for you to be who you are, you receive what you receive from Apostle Phyllis. Amen. Pastor Sharon Drake, God showed me you because of the mentorship program.
Yes, amen, amen.
Because you are a template and an extension of Apostle Phyllis. And what he really showed me that not only do we need a mentorship program for the women of God, but there needs to be a mentorship program for the young girls as well. And because you have taught us, we are able to teach them everything that Apostle Phyllis has taught you. So in order for the girls to become the Proverbs 31 women, they first have to be the Proverbs 31 trainees and young girls. Amen?
Amen.
So you all are the women that are pouring into the girls. And not only just these two young ladies, but all of us that are present here in Messiah. Be mindful because they're watching. They're listening. They're paying attention. They're watching you on how you respond in the situations that come up in your life. They are listening when you don't think that they're listening. They're paying attention to the testimonies. They're watching your mannerisms. They're watching your countenance. They're studying your attitudes and to see is it an attitude of gratitude. So please be mindful. Amen?
Amen.
Amen. Thank you so much, ladies. Thank you so much. And we know that our very own Proverbs 31 teacher is our first teacher. So many times we become a wife before we are trained to be a virtuous woman. And what we have to realize is that in order for you to become a Proverbs 31 wife, you have to be a Proverbs 31 woman, a virtuous woman. If we can get you to be a virtuous woman, you will be a Proverbs 31 wife, which in turn will bring forth the fivefold ministry. You ask how? Let me show you. The young ladies that we just had standing up here represent apostles, prophets, evangelists, a pastor, and a teacher.
Amen.
But you cannot produce the gift in them until you have trained them.
Amen.
Right? And if we train them, then they will be the ones to go ahead and carry the ministry forward. Amen?
Amen.
But in order for us to train them, we have to be teachable ourselves.
Come on now. Amen.
Amen?
Amen.
Because we're not know-it-alls.
Amen.
We don't know everything. We have not yet arrived.
Amen.
Amen?
Amen.
Have you? We have not yet arrived, or have you? We never get to a point that we have it down pat. I don't know about you, but this marriage thing, I'm still learning. I can reflect back on when I wanted to walk away, and I might be the only one.
Come on now. Come on now.
I can reflect on when I wanted to give up, when I did print out the divorce papers.
Come on now.
And I set them on the side of the bed. And I reflected back on a conversation that I had with Pastor Calvin Green, a Proverbs 31 woman.
Come on now.
That was able to speak into my life and give me an examples that if she could surpass and go through what she had went through, surely what you're dealing with, my daughter, is not that deep.
Come on now.
But what we have to learn how to do as Proverbs 31 women is we have to learn how to seek God's face. We have to learn how to give our husbands over to God and allow him to do in him what he is going to do in him. Amen?
Amen.
You cannot re-raise a grown man.
Come on now. Say that
You
again.
cannot reconstruct or rebrand him. You can't do anything with him because he is God's man.
That's right. Come on now.
And what God chooses to do, well, who he chooses to do is his choice. Who am I? And so the woman of God advised me, take your eyes off of your husband and get yourself a mirror and look at yourself. The change that you want to see in your husband, make the change in yourself. Focus on the ministry that God has in your belly. Because when you stand before him, he's not going to ask us, what did your husband do? He's going to say, what did you do in the body that I gave to you?
Come on now.
What did you do with the instructions that I gave to you?
Come on now.
I did not make him your responsibility. He's my responsibility. Just like Adam was my responsibility, he's my responsibility, not your responsibility. I did not put you in charge of him. I'm in charge of him. I said to him, I commanded him, I talked to him, I walked with him, I told him what it is that I would have him to do. This king said, son, when you find a wife, you have found a good thing.
That's what it say. Yes, ma'am.
He said, son, when you find a wife. He did not say, daughter, chase them.
Come on now. Come on now.
He did not say, daughter, chase him down. Daughter, walk it down. Daughter, beg him. Daughter, choose him. Daughter, seek him. Daughter, search him. Daughter, get the attention that you need from him. Daughter, do whatever you need to do. That's not what God said.
Come on now.
God commanded the man to find the wife.
That's right. That's right.
But in order for you to be found, Proverbs 31 women and virtuous women, you have to hide yourself in God. You have to hide yourself in his word. You have to hide yourself in the things of God. And even for the wives whose husbands have not came yet, you have to hide yourself in God. You have to hide yourself in the word. And I don't know why I'm going here because this is not where I was going. But God seen it fit to use this occasion to remind us of who we are. And I think it's strongly because we know that the television is a strong influence. Can I give you a reality check on reality? The reality that you see on TV is not reality. The reality that you see on TV is not reality, young women. There has been a lot of surgery. There has been a lot of reconstruction with the body. There has been a lot of money invested for those young women to look the way they look. This is the real thing. What you see is what you get. This is the real thing right here. What you see is what you get, right? The reality that you see on TV is not reality at all. It's a full lie. Everything that you see with the reality on TV is a lie. Husbands, men, it ain't real. It's not real. I'm sorry to bust your bubble today. It's not real. And unless you are willing to spend that kind of money to reconstruct on what you think you want, what you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. See, we've been misled, bamboozled, misunderstood, taken for granted. And what we do, we just go, we attempt to follow behind what we see, what we think that it should look like. But it's not a reality. We as women, we have to be comfortable with ourselves and who we are. And if you notice something with Proverbs 31, he never talked about her physical. He never talked about if she was ugly, She never talked about if she was nice looking. He never talked about if she was overweight, underweight, tall, short, black, white, Chinese. He never talked about any of that. Because a Proverbs 31 woman operates from her heart.
Come on now.
She operates from her heart. So it does not matter at the end of the day what she looks like. When a man marries a woman, my father said a man marries a woman for her heart. Because no matter how long you've been married to him, the heart won't change.
No, that's right.
But her
That's good.
physical will.
That's good. That's
But
good.
you won't see the physical if you're in love with the heart.
Come on now. That's good. That's good.
It's not going to matter to you.
That's good. That's good. That's real good. That's good.
It's not going to matter. Because I'm in love with her heart. I don't care if she blind, crippled, or crazy. She is my wife.
Come on now.
I'm in love with her heart.
That's it. Come on.
I'm in love with how she takes care of me. I'm in love with how she treats me. I'm in love with how she talks to me, how she soothes me, how she rubs my head, how she tells me I'm all that in a bag of chips.
Come on now.
And I'm struggling.
Come on now.
But you still fine. You still the man. You still sexy. You still my husband. Because God gave you to me.
Come on now. You're preaching now.
It's our responsibility to build our men up.
Come on now.
Not tear them down.
Say that.
We build them up, not tear them down.
Say that.
And if you notice, it said that her husband testifies to the praise.
Testifies to praise. Amen.
Let me tell you something about husbands and wife relationships. If there is a person that's going to be honest with you, it's going to be your husband.
Come on now. It better be. That's
He
right.
don't care nothing about a title. He don't care who you are. He don't care who you think you are. Because if you're wrong, you're wrong. And then you have the audacity to stand before the people and give a word and look at how you treat me.
Come on now. Come on now.
How are you so nice to them, but you so mean to me?
Come on now.
Check yourself. Your response need to line up with your action. Woman.
That's right. That's right.
Your response need to line up with your action. You can't be a public success and a private failure.
Come on now. My God. That's good. Say that again. That's good.
How do you serve
That's
the
good.
people of God and you can't serve your husband?
Come on now.
How do you comfort them and love them and it's so sweet? And then you use the same tongue to destroy him in his manhood. How do you do that? We got to check ourselves, women. Men are strong physically, not emotionally.
Come on now.
Women are strong emotionally, not physically. But because of what God has put on the inside of us, we can make it or break it.
Come on now. That's right. You better say
And
that.
not a temporary thing. I'm talking for life.
That's right.
Because when you hurt a man, I don't know why I'm going
Yeah,
here.
that's all right.
When you hurt a man with your tongue and you say you love him, it takes something from him.
It does. Yes,
It
that's
takes
right.
a level of respect from him. So what we have to do, if you find yourself in this situation, you have to get on your face. You got to repent. You got to repent to God first, and then you got to repent to that man of God.
Yes, come on now.
And you got to make a promise to them that you won't do it again. And you have to mentally make an effort to make sure that you recognize that when you cuss him out, when you talk about who he's not, when you talk about what he don't have, when you talk about what he don't do, when you talk about this, you telling his business, telling your business, he don't have a job, he ain't this, his shortcomings, you are destroying your household as well as yourself.
Come on now. Come on now. Good word.
Proverbs 31 women, virtual women, Go back to the chapter. Read it. Print it out. Put it on your forehead. Write it in your hand. When you find yourself going there, open your hand up. Come on now. I had to do it yesterday. God humbled me. God has me in a place that whatever my husband says, that's what it is. Amen. 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 That's what it is. If I've done something I'm not supposed to do, and he called me out on it, I have to take it. I have to humble myself, just like I humble myself before you. When you point out my shortcomings, when you tell me it's something that you're not doing correctly, and when I have to take the correction, I have to do the same thing when it comes to the man of God.
Amen.
And it doesn't take anything away from me, but it does improve me, and it helps me grow. It's my fertilizer to help me grow.
Come on now.
Y'all
That's
know
good.
nothing about that?
That's good.
From the country, you need a fertilizer to help the plants grow. And if you went and got some of that cow, it may stink, but it's going to bring growth. It may stink. You can't stand it, but it's going to bring growth. And whatever it grows, you're going to enjoy it. So in closing.
That's good word. That's good word. That's good word.
A Proverbs 31 woman and a virtuous woman is such as this. She's a visionary, one with an eagle hand and exceptional attitude. She oozes energy, industry, purpose, and identity. She has a mission deeply engraved in her heart that she is a Proverbs 31 woman. Amen. Amen. And God bless you.